Really quick, factions that I feel never should have been generated in the first place. I would say 3MB, three-man band, which was comprised of Jinder Mahal, Drew McIntyre, and Heath Slater. Unfortunately, they didn't have anything for those guys to do at the time, so they threw them together. And luckily, Drew and Jinder have gone on to do great things on their own since then. Jinder's been a world champion. Drew's been a multiple-time world champion. Heath didn't do too much, unfortunately, but he's become more bigger on the backstage production side of things. That three-man band gimmick was horrible. It didn't have any staying power at all. It didn't get over with the crowd very well. So much the same way you have your check boxes for good factions, check boxes for bad factions are hastily thrown together, not over with the crowd, and gimmick just doesn't really amount to anything, or they don't last very long either. They break up soon after they get together. Another one I would say would be in my bottom tier would be 3 Count in WCW, which was a really, really horrible boy band gimmick, and it was very, very bad. Those guys, the stable, it was just them dancing and singing, and they weren't really good. And it was comprised of Sugar Shane Helms, who ended up being the Hurricane in WWE, Shannon Moore, Evan Courageous, and eventually brought in an MMA fighter by the name of Tank Abbott. 3 scrawny-ish cruiserweight-sized guys, and then this big, beefy MMA guy dancing ridiculously. So you can kind of understand why that faction went over like a lead balloon. It was pointless. Again, very, very, very pointless. Again, these were ones that didn't have any staying power, and it was not anything. It was just their theme music was just a blaring siren with a big red circle with a line through it, because they were trying to just say, we're standards and practices and things like that. And it was, again, it didn't have any staying power. Didn't get over with the crowd. There was really no point to it. It was comprised of Stevie Richards, Bull Buchanan, the Good Father instead of the Godfather, Ivory, Val Venus, and the Cat. And again, pointless. It was a waste of time, unfortunately. They needed something for them to do, so they tried to throw them all together, and it just petered out.